Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel, and welcome to a new whip and chat video. If you are new and have no idea what a whip and chat video is, I basically work on my current work in progress, which today is the Pretty Little Gem Halloween treat set. I don't have the little thingy to show you, but today I'm gonna be working on this mini set right here, this mini canvas, and this is I named it. I named all of these. These don't have names. This is the Ghost Pumpkin Spice Latte, I think is what I named it. It kind of looks like a pumpkin spice latte. Actually, not really the more I'm looking at it, but you know what? It's fine. That's what I named it. And if you are unaware, I am one of the co-hosts of Mini DP Madness in March, and I am basically pitting together the Halloween treat set versus the Halloween set from Pretty Little Gem, and this is actually the lineup. I worked on the Halloween set one earlier, and we will be working on the Halloween treats one today. Feel free to pull out whatever you are working on, work alongside me while I'm chatting, and oh my god, I don't know if you guys can hear that. We are getting some crazy weather here in Wisconsin, and I'm in more southern Wisconsin, and so we are not getting snow at this current moment, but there's thunder. There is thunder. Hopefully we cannot hear it in the video, but my apologies if we can. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this whip and chat, and let's get right on into it. Okay, so as for my accessories, I am using this super cute tray from KC Ventures, who is one of our Mini DP Madness sponsors. It's so freaking cute, but every time I show it, I'm like, which one is which of us? Like, who's Ashley, who's Courtney, who's Kara, who's me on this tray? Let me know. I want to know what you think the order is of us on this tray, but I'm going to be using this tray today for my tray, of course. And then for my pen, I am just using my True and True Donna Bass pen. I really thought about pulling out my Peachy Keen one I just bought. I didn't quite feel like switching out the multi-placer and filling the single placer, so I didn't. But yeah, I'm using this Donna Bass pen here. Very, very gorgeous. And in the thin metal multi-placer from Diamond Art Club, it's the 8-placer. I am using Patsy Putty that I refilled earlier today. And then I am using glue dots in my single placer. So that's kind of it for accessories. We don't really need a cover minder for a project like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the plastic here. And the plastic lately has just been sticking because of the static to my hand. But yeah, this is perfect. So anyways, let's hop into it. I tend to use the sticker sheet here as a walking legend. I don't actually put the sticker labels on the baggies for these mini projects. I just work out of the baggies, which I've been working on these minis all weekend, and I'm getting a little bit tired of working through the with the baggies. I cannot speak. I'm getting a little bit tired of working just directly within the baggies. I much prefer these Elizabeth Ward storage systems. This is kitted up my end of an era painting, but I did not want to kit up these mini sets, so I did not. But yeah, I'm going to use the Walking Legend. I still do not know which symbols really correspond with what color code, so I do have to look. I'm looking for the symbol G. You guys can't really see the sticker sheet, but I'm looking for the symbol G, 801. Okay, it's probably in my brown pile. Hey, at least that was an easy one to find. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this, you guys. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a really fabulous Sunday. It is Sunday, what are we on? March 15th. And by the way, this tray here is actually really nice. This is made for lefties specifically. They also have a righty version, but it's an ergonomic tray, so there is a spot that if you like to hold your tray and you like to diamond paint by holding the tray, you totally can. There's spots for all your fingers, which is really, really cool. I'm not really the type of person to use that, or I guess I don't really hold my tray when I'm diamond painting. It's always on the table, but I think it's really cool, and they have lefty versions as well, which is very, very neat and much appreciated from a lefty who feels left out of most things. But anyways, yes, it is Sunday, March 15th. Yes, it is. I hope everyone has had a really great weekend. You know, mine was a roller coaster, okay? Let's talk about it. So Friday was the beginning of the weird weather that we are currently ongoing here in Wisconsin. That was not an English sentence, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we've just been having some really crazy weather since Friday, and Friday's specific weird weather event was wind. So we just had really heavy, high winds, it was really heavy winds. I don't know, you gotta be careful with your car door, you gotta make sure that like it doesn't just shut on you, you know, walking into a building, just making sure the door doesn't like slam behind you. It was very, very windy. I think we saw gusts of winds of like 60 miles per hour. It was definitely very, very windy. So anyways, this leads into the story. On Friday, it was pretty chill for the most part. I worked and then came back home. Oh no, that's actually not true. I ended up going to the library on Friday, grabbed a couple of holds, and then came home. No, that's also not true. I had an appointment Friday. Hello. I know exactly what I did this weekend, you guys. Haha. Yeah, I had an appointment. Not like anyone would be able to fact check any of this, but I want to make sure that I'm not, you know, not forgetting things. But yeah, went to an appointment after work, then went to the library, and then came home, and I think all I did really was edit the vlog. Hopefully you guys are able to see. This feels very, very glary. I think I edited the vlog. I really don't know how far I had gotten on Thursday night into the vlog. That doesn't really matter. But I feel like I must have gotten decently far. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But I ended up editing the vlog a little bit. And then what did I do after that? I went by my parents for a little bit, and my dad and I were talking about going to the casino this weekend, but we weren't sure which day we necessarily wanted to go. We were debating between Saturday and Friday, and I was talking to my dad, and we ended up ultimately, I'm gonna move this over here. We ended up ultimately deciding on going on Friday night, which ended up being a lot of fun. So we decided to go on Friday, and so I'd gone over to my parents to grab Zeus from daycare, you know, do the whole normal going to grab Zeus thing, and I was gonna stay over, I think, for dinner. I really do think I was planning on staying for dinner, but my dad and I decided to go to the casino, so I said, okay, listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home because I need to finish editing the clip for the vlog that I just took and get that fully edited in, so that way by the time the last preview goes live at like 4 o'clock, I could just finish out the vlog and start getting it uploading, so that way we could just go to the casino, and he was really chill about that. So that's exactly what I did. I ended off the vlog, was able to get that uploading, and he picked me up around 4:45, and we went to the casino, and it was really fun. We ended up going out to dinner at the casino. It was just us two. My mom didn't join us, but we went to the casino. We went to a restaurant in there that we go to a fair amount. It's a restaurant that has like the theme of like records. It's really, really cool, and they have a lot of like Wisconsin created bands kind of like, I guess, showcased in that restaurant, which is really, really neat. And that was terrible placement. But yeah, really cool and really good food. And I don't know, if you guys ever go to the casino that's in Milwaukee, I do fully suggest that you check out that restaurant. But we did that. We hung out for, you know, a few hours and gambled and played, you know, slots or whatever. And this is where the weekend started to go downhill. I got a text from Spectrum, who is my internet provider, being like, basically, hey, there's an outage in your area and the team is working to resolve it as quickly as possible. And I wasn't 100% certain if it was just the internet or if it was also my power. I wasn't super duper sure because there's really no way for me to check. Honestly, Spectrum probably would have messaged me either way. What I do think would have maybe happened if it was power, luckily it was not power, it was just the internet. What I do think would have happened if it was power is We Energies probably would have also sent me a text. I think they've done that before. I don't lose power, knock on wood, that often in this apartment. The internet is a lot more likely to go out on me more than the power. Again, knock on wood, I really don't want that to happen. But, so I get the text that the internet has gone out because of I think they did say it as a storm because, again, it was very, very windy on Friday, and honestly, it went out at like 7:30 p.m. on Friday, which was about the tail end of when the wind was even ending anyways. I'm kind of annoyed that that's how that played out. Like, it really, like, decided at the very last minute to you know, shut off, but whatever. And so I wasn't sure if it was, you know, the internet, the power, whatever. And when I got home, I'd asked my dad, I'm like, is it possible for you to just wait a minute and like don't leave until I give you the go ahead, because I don't know if it's my power, and if it's my power, I'm not gonna stay here overnight, and I wouldn't be able to get my car out of the garage, because I guess unless somebody like left that open. Some people will actually open the garage door and leave it open if the power's out, so that way people can actually get their car inside and out. But we noticed when we pulled into the parking lot of my apartment building that we could definitely see people's lights were on, and so we're like, okay, this is definitely just an internet issue. So I got home, and yeah, there really like wasn't a lot I was able to do without the internet. That sounds so dramatic. But this was just the beginning. So I'm like, it's fine. It'll probably be back by the time I wake up in the morning. I didn't even diamond paint on Friday night. I wanted to start a vlog on Friday night because I'm actually vlogging this entire weekend, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I wanted to start the vlog out on Friday night, but I didn't. I ended up just going to bed. So went to bed, and I'm like, you know what? The internet will be fixed in the morning. No big deal. And then spoiler alert, the internet was not fixed in the morning. I need to find a new color. Let me put this color away. Find a new color. I feel like these drills have a lot of static. That's what I'm noticing, at least as I'm reaching like the tail end of some of these colors. They're a little bit staticky, which is a little bit annoying to work with, but it definitely doesn't help that they're like in plastic baggies. Also, I feel like you guys are not really able to see this canvas as well as I'd like. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. That's actually probably really helpful. Okay, let me find the letter N. 434. Oh, right here. Perfect. So anyways, I wake up the next morning, and I still do not have internet, and you know, I'm kind of thinking to myself like, okay, this is annoying, but I can, you know, live without it for a little bit longer. I ended up yesterday, on Saturday, going to brunch with a couple of friends, which was a lot of fun. These are friends that I used to work with, and we became really close from our last workplace, and we still keep in touch. And one of them was actually the gal who I saw Taylor Swift with back about a year and a half ago, which is crazy. Was it actually a year and a half? Like, you know, a year and a few months ago. And yeah, so we ended up getting brunch yesterday, which was so delicious. We went to a really nice local place that we do tend to go to quite a bit, and it was really good. I ended up getting, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, but their brunch menu does include some lunch items because it's brunch. And they don't just like start serving it at like, you know, 10:30 or 11, like they serve it all day. So both me and my friend got a chicken bacon avocado wrap, and it's so good there. And it had like this garlic ranch blackened aioli stuff in it. It was so good. It was very delicious. And yeah, we hung out there for a couple of hours and chatted and caught up, which was really nice. And then I came home and still did not have internet. And like, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world on a weekend to not have internet, but I will say that like, obviously hindsight's 2020, like right now, okay, I should say I have my internet back. I do have it back. But I just, you know, at the time I was like, I feel like I can't really be doing a whole lot without the internet. Like anything I wanted to be like watching or listening to while I diamond paint requires internet. And to top it off, the data on my phone was really crappy as well. And I don't know if those two things were connected in any way. Like, I don't know if maybe if the internet goes out, maybe it's like a Spectrum hotspot thing, and like so the actual data also goes out. But also, I don't use Spectrum for my phone. They definitely offer phone service, I think. But no, I don't use that. I use T-Mobile. So I don't know. I don't know what was happening with my data, but maybe it was a lot of people trying to use the data. Because I imagine other people in my apartment and the surrounding areas were also out of internet if they use Spectrum. So yeah, it was a little bit annoying. So, what did I end up doing yesterday afternoon? I ended up starting my video that I am currently, I guess, in the middle of filming that'll go up, I think on Tuesday. So I talked about it a little bit at the end of my vlog last week. And I am a part of the Crafters Den Discord server, and this weekend, a few of the ladies put together a kind of like snack size, mini size, kind of like diamond paint along within the Discord, and I decided it would be the perfect time to pull out my minis for Mini DP Madness and work on some of them because I don't think I'm behind necessarily. However, I do want to get this set done. I don't want to say as quickly as possible. That sounds terrible when I say it like that. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with my whips. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I did want the opportunity to, I guess, focus in on my minis for a weekend, and I feel like this was the perfect opportunity, and I feel like I've made decent progress on these minis, which is really fabulous. 435 is what I need. Here we go. I'm so glad these colors have been so easy to find. But so I started working on some of the minis, and that was good. Like I said, my data on my phone was not really working either. So I was like trying to watch YouTube, but like everybody's videos were lagging, but I was able to watch some stuff, just not nearly as much as I wanted. The one thing that actually was working fine, because I technically already had it downloaded, was the audiobook that I'm currently listening to for Natalie and I's book club, which is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. But let me know in the comments if this is something you relate to. But if that is my only option, even if it's a book that I really want to like read and listen to, I don't want to do it. If that is my only option, I get so annoyed because I'm like, well, no, like just be, you know, like it's my only option, so I don't want to do it. If that makes sense. Kind of makes me sound a little bit whiny, but that was kind of my only option, and it made me not want to listen to it. So I didn't. I think I listened to like 2 chapters of it, and I'm like, no, I want to watch YouTube. So let me, you know, try to figure out how to watch my YouTube, even though my data is being crappy, and it was a whole thing. Again, hindsight, it was quite dramatic how I'm explaining it. But in my head, I'm like, you know, I can't do anything I want to be doing while I'm diamond painting. First world problems, totally recognize. But anyways, so I did some of the minis, hung out at home for a bit, and then I decided, I'm like, I think I need to go to my parents so that way I can like actually check my apps, because I really haven't been able to check my apps today because again, the data was just not the quickest. So I went over by my parents for a little bit and was able to kind of look through stuff on my phone and just, you know, act a little bit dramatic with them. And I was like, maybe if I come over here, maybe the internet will just come back on, magically reappear. It did not magically reappear. Listen, this entire weekend, I felt like I was living as a caveman. I don't know how the cavemen did it without the internet. Fully a joke, I promise. But yeah, I went by my parents for a little bit and then decided to come home again and ate dinner and then continued on with my minis. I feel like this entire weekend has really just been like a mini filled weekend, which has been really fun. I will admit though, I do miss my bigger canvases, and I feel like I've made no progress on my bigger canvases, which again, we will talk about when I start talking about diamond painting stuff. But yeah, continued working on minis, and then around like 7:30, I got I didn't get a message or anything. I was just checking and it looked like the internet was back up and working, and I was so excited, and then 10 minutes later, it wasn't working again. Because of course it wasn't. I got my hopes up too high when I thought it was working again. But no, it was not working. And it took about another hour. What I think was really happening is the people at Spectrum were probably working on it, and that's why it was kind of flip-flopping between working and not working. So about an hour later, around 9-ish, because I think the other thing happened at like 7:30, around 9, the internet was working, and there was, you know, nothing was goofy about it. It seemed to have been working. So for the rest of the evening, I had working internet, and I was really, really, really glad about it. So that is basically when the internet turned back on. What I will say though is that I have a really bad habit of waking up in the middle of the night and checking my phone. I don't know if you guys do too, please let me know. I don't know why I do it, but I definitely do that. And so I did that around 2 in the morning this morning and checked my phone and was connected to the internet, but nothing was loading. And I was like, oh my freaking goodness. Nothing is working. I'm like, Michaela, go back to sleep. You shouldn't even be awake right now. And if you didn't even wake up and notice it wasn't working, then you wouldn't even know that it hadn't been working for a certain amount of time. So I wake up this morning at like, you know, my normal time of like 8:30 and check my phone and it was all working again. So I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't wake up in the middle of the night and see the internet not working. That was so stressful. Again, really truly first world problems, but I don't know, I feel like I couldn't do much in terms of like anything YouTube related. Like if I wanted to have a video go up yesterday, I kind of didn't have the ability to do so because I do all of my editing and uploading on my computer, which is a desktop. And so I was joking with my parents. I'm like, if my internet stays out, you're going to see me bringing my whole Mac desktop over to your house. I'm going to plug it into your house and upload a video from there if I have to. Obviously, they would have been totally fine if I had to. But yeah, it was crazy. But by the time this morning came around, the internet seemingly has been on, haven't seen any sort of problems with it since. Finally got the text around like 2 p.m. that the internet had been restored. And actually yesterday night, I had given a call to Spectrum just to see if they had a better idea than the app of when it might be restored, because the app had no ETA. But the guy on the phone was really nice. I mean, I was annoyed, but like I was nice about it. But I'm like, you know, it's been out for almost 24 hours. And so like, you know, I just want to know if there's an ETA on this, and there was really none, but he proactively applied a credit, I do not know how much, onto my next month's bill, because this was an over 24-hour experience of, you know, not having internet, which is not great. I'm very grateful that it happened over a weekend, but at the same time, like my YouTube doesn't stop over the weekend, and like, I don't know, it's just, there's so much that you use the internet for, and it's just, we live in a day and age, internet is important. It's very, very important. So, I thought that was nice though, that he gave me that credit, however much that's gonna end up being. It's really probably not gonna be anything significant in any capacity, but you know, it'll be what it is, and it's better than nothing. And I thought it was nice that he proactively kind of added it onto my bill, I guess, for next month. So we'll keep you guys posted on if it was a worth it phone call. I mean, honestly, it probably was regardless, but I was talking to my parents and they were like, it's probably gonna be like $1 or $2, and I'm like, don't speak that into existence. I want it to be more than that for the inconvenience. But yeah, just glad to have internet. Like I said earlier, how did the cavemen do it? They just didn't have internet. I don't know, you guys, but that was my weekend of internet problems. Hopefully, you know, there's bigger things going on, even specifically like weather-wise. In Wisconsin alone, up north, I feel like my area got the better end of the deal for sure. We were supposed to get a lot of snow this weekend, and I think the brunt of our snow is coming in tonight into tomorrow. And even then, I don't really know how much we'll end up really getting, so I'll be curious to see what we actually end up with. But yeah, what a crazy weekend it's been. But what do I want to work on next? I feel like I'm trying to find a color that has a decent amount so that way I don't have to put it away right away. Oh, sorry. I don't know if this is annoying whenever I crack my knuckles on camera. It's so instinctive, but I thought about it because I heard it while I was editing a vlog, and I'm like, I don't know if that annoys anybody. I'm hoping not. Okay, I'm gonna do, oh no, I almost dropped a bag of drills. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this yellow color, but yeah, that was kind of my weekend in a nutshell. I feel like otherwise, beside the internet problems, like it was a good weekend. I got a lot of diamond painting in, which is amazing. I always love when I can have a good diamond painting weekend, and you guys are gonna get a fun vlog out of it. And did I even talk about the vlog? Did I talk about the vlog? Let's talk about the vlog. The vlog that I ended up filming for this weekend is basically just me working on minis all weekend. Oh yeah, I did talk about it because I talked about the Crafters Den Discord. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that video. That should be up on Tuesday. I think Tuesday. Tuesday would make the most sense. So yeah, that's kind of been my weekend in a nutshell. Just internet problems and diamond painting minis. So, you know, when I was at my parents', I had literally downloaded stuff to watch offline. So like I went into the Disney Plus app and I downloaded the Eras Tour because I'm like, that is 3.5 hours of entertainment and nothing can make me sad if I'm listening to Taylor. So I downloaded the Eras Tour, and then I also downloaded some YouTube videos for offline viewing. And yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, you're able to do that. But I did that, and I ended up getting through a couple of the YouTube videos before the internet came back on. But what I really should have done is I should have brought my iPad over to my parents and downloaded things on there, because I just hate putting things on my phone, like a YouTube video. I don't care if I'm just like listening to the video. I hate having it on my phone versus my iPad. The screen is so tiny. It's so small, but you know, it all worked out in the end. But yeah, I had downloaded some stuff, but only got through like a couple of the videos that I downloaded. But yeah, that was my weekend. That was my weekend. I hope everyone else had a really nice weekend. And if you're in the areas that are getting hit by snow, or I think there are some other weather events going on later, like tonight into tomorrow and tomorrow. Yeah, anyways. I hope that you are all staying safe and all that stuff. So that was my weekend. That was my fun-filled weekend. I guess what's going on this upcoming week? That is a good question. I'm also trying to figure out what color to do next. I should do Y3078. Oh, it's the really pretty yellow color. I feel like in a lot of Diamond Art Club kits, you find this color in an AB quite a bit. I really like it as an AB. But anyways, so yeah, plan-wise for this week, I don't have a very busy week. I am actually going back into the office for work on Tuesday, because my manager's going out of town, and usually I try to go to the office twice a month, and since she'll be out of the office, basically after, when is she? I don't know when she's going on vacation, but she will not be in the office at least like next week, really. So I'm like, let me try to go in this week, so that way we're able to, I don't know, I'm able to go one of my times, and I guess the second time, because that'll be the second time this month. But that was a dumb color to do, because now I have to put it away again and find something else. But yeah, I'm going into the office Tuesday. But aside from that, I mean, I have Kara's Live for Mini DP Madness that, of course, I will be on tomorrow. I guess technically today, the day you guys are seeing this video. And I don't really think I have much else going on this week, so I'm happy for a more chill week. But let me go ahead really quickly, reset myself, and I will be back to talk about diamond painting stuff. Okay, it took me so long to find this next color, 3778. I do not know why, but I'm like, let me find it before restarting this clip, and I'm glad I did, because that just took me way too long to find that color. But anyways, diamond painting stuff, what's been going on there? I did purchase from Diamond Art Club this weekend. Diamond Art Club did release a couple of paintings that I really wanted, so I ended up purchasing the Dragon Virtuoso by Nini Thomas, and that one instantly is going in my rainy day stash. I think it's so pretty. I feel like I've talked about this quite a bit, but if you had asked me a year or two ago, like if I was a dragon girly, my answer would be no. But I feel like, you know, within the last year or so, I say if you asked me a year ago, no, but like around the last year or so, I feel like I really have turned into a dragon girly, and the painting has a bunch of like musical instruments and a piano and a dragon. And it's just so gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. And I'm really excited to have that painting in my possession here soon. It is on the way to me, and I think this is the color. Yeah, I'll go with this one. And I think it's gonna go in my rainy day stash, because anything music related, I really, really love, and that painting really speaks to me. So I'm very excited to have that one in my collection soon. So I got that one. And then I also ended up getting Garden Shed by Larry Jones, which took me a little bit by surprise that was a painting that I decided to pick up. But I was debating between grabbing that one and the Katrina Crehan, the one that released over the Easter drop, the Cottontail Candy Shop, something like that. The name was something along the lines of that, which is really, really pretty. And but I decided that I was okay if it sold out because I can grab it on a restock if I really want it. But I feel like I have other like storefront paintings that I just prefer more. I'm looking for 747. Here it is. So yeah, I feel like there are other storefront paintings that I just prefer more. It was a really pretty storefront, and actually Lindsay did the sneak peek for it, and she's working on it right away, which is awesome, and I'm very excited to see her progress on it. So Lindsay, if you're watching this, please give us lots of progress updates, or feel free to PM them to me. I'm acting as if we're besties. But no, I'm really excited to see her progress and be able to work vicariously through her and everyone else who decides to work on that painting right when they get it. So yeah, I decided just to hold off on grabbing that one, but I grabbed Garden Shed, which is so freaking cute. I don't know what it is. I have a couple of Larry Jones artwork, and there's no real particular reason why I love those so much, but I just do. I just think they're gorgeous, like landscapes, but then at the same time, you kind of have the added interest of the animals, and I don't know, just paintings like that make me, that's a cup to drill. Paintings like that make me happy, so I decided to grab it. And you know what? You love what you love, I love what I love, and that's what I love about diamond painting, is that we all have such different tastes and styles. I feel like no person's style necessarily fully overlaps with anybody else's. I feel like that's so cool about diamond painting. And I don't know, I feel like if I had to classify my style of diamond painting, what would I classify it? I love a good portrait. I love a good landscape. I love a good storefront. I love a good goofy dog image. And I love a good interior. That was like 20 words or less. That was not a short descriptor. But if you want to, let me know in the comments, what does your style with diamond painting mostly consist of? I always love to know. And again, I really love how we're all so different. And that's just what makes this craft amazing. And I don't know, I just love that a lot. So that's what I purchased this weekend, and it did already ship, which is really, really fun. So keep your eyes peeled for a treasure quest card hunt this week in the vlog, of course. And you know, Diamond Art Club is releasing a mystery box tomorrow, and I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to buy it. From what I understood, and I haven't looked at the posting in a little bit, so I might be wrong, but I believe what is coming in this box is one never before seen mystery kit, one never before seen regular kit, and then a surprise in-stock kit, usually like kind of an overstock kind of deal, for I believe $130. Again, definitely don't take my word for it. Definitely check the posting before you buy anything. But that is just what I remember based on what I saw on the post earlier. So I don't know. I like mystery boxes to an extent. I feel like the last one I feel like I was pretty lucky. I feel like I was decently lucky. That was when I ended up getting the naughty kittens in the bedroom, which, you know, the goofy animals. Love it, love it, love it. I was really thrilled about that canvas, and I also had gotten, it was a really pretty landscape that was really my style, and I will happily work on that one day. So I feel like the last mystery box I got really, really lucky with, but I do know that there's always a gamble that goes into the mystery boxes. So just because I got lucky the one time does not necessarily mean I will get lucky again. But I don't know, I'm curious how many people are gonna buy it, and if you're gonna buy it, and if I'm gonna buy it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So keep your eyes peeled for the vlog, because I will definitely chat about it if I do decide to buy it. And then if I do decide to buy it, I guess the next question is, do I want to go in blind? Because sometimes I'll go in blind on those mystery boxes and like fully delete Facebook off my phone till I get the package. I will admit that's a little bit more tricky to do. I feel like I'm pretty active in a lot of different diamond painting spaces, and I can't necessarily like always keep spoilers hidden. I just think that sometimes people will post things without putting the spoilers, and it's not always easy to 100% keep it spoiler free, but it would be cool to do that. I've done it a couple of times, and I feel like each time though I've gotten spoiled on something. I always try not to, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of inevitable that it happens, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted for sure, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it in the vlog too, but anyways, yeah, mystery box from Diamond Art Club releasing tomorrow. Of course, I want to know if you're thinking about grabbing it. What else diamond painting wise has been going on? I guess I can touch a little bit about my whip overwhelmingness, because, you know, I talked about it in the vlog, but we have this conversation at least 3 times a year. Whether it be me convincing myself that I want to have more whips going, or if I am like, ooh, I'm overwhelmed, I need to get these whips back down. We definitely have this conversation like at least 3 times a year. Okay, so if you are unaware, I currently have a few diamond paintings going right now, like 6 diamond paintings. I have my 2 mini sets right now, so this set here, which is the Halloween treats, and then the Halloween set, both from Pretty Little Gem. And I have, let's see, I have Lumina by Margaret Morales, that's my round drill kit. I have End of an Era by, sorry, my fingers are like way up in the camera. End of an Era by Jaded Gem Shop and Ava Rose Art. I have Harmony in the Highlands by Steve Sundrum. And I have my custom from Diamond Art Club with the Treasure Quest cards. And I don't know if it just like hit me so hard this month particularly because I've been working on the mini sets, and I feel like I've made no progress at all on my other paintings, which I could have seen coming and I should have seen coming, and I think I did see coming, but I didn't realize just how little progress I really would be making on the other paintings. And I don't know, I am also in this year trying to attempt the Year of the Witches, which a lot of my fellow content creators are also doing kind of year of themes. I know Courtney is doing the Year of Woodland Animals, Ashley is doing the Year of Black Friday kits, Tiffany and Kate are both doing Year of Disney, and I'm doing the Year of the Witches, and okay, can't get this drill out. There we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. So anyway, sorry, got distracted. My brain, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm doing the Year of the Witches, and I have a plan for my spring witch to be Olivia the Witch Student by Mrs. Butter D. And ideally, I would start that painting and finish it within the months of March, April, May. So we're halfway through March, and I have not a single open storage container, and I obviously very much do want to work on that painting a lot. And maybe it's not obvious, but yeah, I do really want to work on it, and I don't want to neglect the Year of the Witches just because right now I have a lot of whips, but I think my plan is gonna be to try to get the whips back down again. So here's kind of the game plan as of right now. I'm gonna focus in March on finishing these mini sets, and that was also kind of the catalyst for doing this vlog this weekend and seeing how many of the mini canvases I can complete in a weekend. How many am I at right now? I didn't finish nearly as many yesterday as I wanted. I think I did 3 yesterday, and is this my 4th one today? This is my 4th one today. So I've completed, this is my 7th one, and I'm not done diamond painting for the night yet. It's still pretty early, but tonight I actually have a meeting with the other Mini DP Madness gals to pick winners, so that's going to take up a little bit of my time. I could diamond paint during our meeting, but I don't know. I'm terrible at multitasking like that. We can already see how bad I multitask when I'm trying to diamond paint and talk at the same time. And so yeah, so the plan will be to finish out the mini sets first in March. Hopefully it doesn't take me like the entire month to finish them up. I really don't think it will, and I do think it's helping that I am working on these canvases, I guess right now, for this entire weekend, so I can make kind of a good dent. If I stopped now, how many canvases would I have done? 6 times 2 is 12, 14, 16. This is my 16th, I think, total finish because I have 8 more left. So if I did 1 a day, that would take me a week to finish the rest up, basically a week, which actually isn't bad at all. And again, that's assuming that I don't diamond paint more tonight, which I do plan on doing probably 1 or 2 more if I can. The goal with these was to get a lot of these done. So yeah, the plan will be to finish the mini set first. And then after that, I think I want to focus on The End of an Era by Jada Gem Shop and Ava Rose Art. Is there a drill stuck underneath this tray? There is. It was a little bit rocky. But yeah, that's my next focus, like big project. And if you were around toward the end of last year when I was trying to finish up a bunch of my whips, it really helped for me to kind of focus in on my projects. So at that time, I had Borealis by Dragons and Beasties. I had also my custom, actually, funnily enough. I had Night Music by Scott Howden. And I had my Bonnie White Halloween Mystery Kit. And so I started out by focusing on Borealis, and then I went to Night Music, and then I went to the Mystery Kit, and then for the rest of the year, I basically focused on the custom and never finished it, which is fine. I think I have, did you guys just see those drills fly everywhere? Oh no. That felt wildly unfortunate. I don't know how that happened. A bunch of the drills might have gotten stuck in like the spigot part of, like the catcher part of the tray. That was unfortunate. I'm wondering if any other ones went flying. I think we got them all. That was weird. But yeah, so the custom, I have 3 more rows left on, which isn't that bad. I do think I could finish that up. The issue with the custom, and this isn't even really an issue, this is just how, oh, there is another drill. This isn't necessarily like a problem, it's just that the custom has a lot of confetti, because if you don't know, when you get a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club with your Treasure Quest cards, they are hand touched up, but they're not hand rendered. So you are still gonna find quite a bit of confetti. And I found another drill. They are going flying. They went flying. I do not know how that happened. Oh boy. Anyways, I feel like I want one more color. Just like wrap this all up. One that'll stay in my tray just like a little bit longer. And we're gonna do $9.77 for that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so at the end of last year, I tried to clean up all my whips and I succeeded, and I feel like that really worked out nicely, just like focusing on one kit at a time rather than swapping back and forth between them. I really think focusing in on, oh my god, they keep flying out of the tray. Focusing in on them was really the move. So also, I don't know if you guys are able, no, you aren't able to see. Let me show you how insane this is. When I poured the drills into the tray, we got a random rogue drill here, we got another one down here, and another one over here, and I do not know how that happened, and I need my tweezers to get some of these off. I can get this off with my fingers. Oh my god, I think they're just staticky is really what I think, but I feel like I haven't really dealt with much static in this kit until more recently, which is fine. Again, all of the drills are resin, and they're all in baggies. That doesn't really surprise me that we're running across static. But this is starting to get like the slightest bit annoying. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try focusing in on kits. We're gonna start with the minis. We're gonna move on to The End of an Era. And then, you know, I want End of an Era kitted down, okay? By mid-April. That feels fair. I don't know how long it'll actually take me to finish up End of an Era. I have about half of the kit left, but there's a lot of color blocking, so I am hoping it doesn't actually take me that long. What would be really ideal is if I finished it in March. Do I think that's realistic? No, I don't actually think that's realistic, but you never know. You really never know. So, you know, I'm really trying to get these drills to line up, but they really just keep flying everywhere instead. Oh my god. So, yeah. Yeah, and then hopefully when I am done with End of an Era, I don't know what I want the next focus project to be, but I do at some point want to start Olivia the Witch Student because I do still want that to be my spring witch. So I don't know. I'm still trying to work out the details, but I know I asked in the vlog, but in case, you know, you want to tell me again, or if you didn't watch the vlog, I want to know in the comments, are you a one whip at a time person? Are you a multiple whip person? Are you like me, where you think you're one and then you start doing the thing and then you're like, no, wait, the other way was better. And so you go back down or up to wherever you were before and the cycle starts over again. Let me know in the comments what you do. But yeah, I wanted to chat with you guys about my state of the whips, and I don't know. I just, it's just what's been going through my brain right now, and it's been a time, but oh my gosh, these drills, that one flew off of the pen and went on my shirt somewhere, and it might have fallen on the ground. I am just a mess, honestly, tonight, so I think I'm gonna wrap this whip and chat up. Oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Videos this upcoming week, what's coming up? The vlog video, keep your eyes peeled for Tuesday. I do want a video to go up Thursday, but not a single idea what that's going to be yet, so keep your eyes peeled for whatever the heck that ends up being. And listen, I appreciate you guys sticking around me with my chaos. This has just been, I feel like, chaos of a whip and chat, but that's really nothing new here. And if you are not subscribed but you made it all the way to the end of this video, please subscribe. You already seem to like it here if you made it all the way to the end. But yeah, if you did make it all the way to the end, feel free to let me know what you were working on. And I know I asked a lot of questions in this video too. Feel free to answer whatever you want and leave me a coffee emoji. Coffee or ghost emoji. I really don't know if this is coffee. I'm gonna pretend it is. And yeah, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.